and enough crowd control for them to overpower what Liquid Echo is bringing in terms of aggression.
I want to see if this Raphael and the Barretts pretty much emulate the same thing they did yesterday, but with better success this time around.
Here we go. The Land of Dawn beckons live once more from the Champions Arena. We welcome you to Game 1.
One thing Liquid Echo needs to respect is how Yuzhong has risen and how FCAP is undefeated with that. Even coming from a come-from-behind win, they can pull it off. The fact that it just breaks through formations of a team fight, and again, the Liquid Echo team fighting, yes, it's split up, but then if they're not careful, the Yuzhong can punch them the most. Look at them just duking it out in the mid lane.
This is the battles with heals right here, boys.
Trading folks.
Okay, trying to fill it out further, but look, both 2 for 2 at nearly half health here with that.
And Kyle TZ here, securing the Little Wonder. Something to note, just a few moments ago we did flash the emblems that our players are rocking. It's an interesting combination that we're seeing on Super Marco's Moskov. It's a Master Assassin plus Thrill plus the common emblem. So it's usually full-on defense or full-on offense for these Moskovs.
Yeah, and that's actually been a trend that we've been seeing for a few more gold laners specifically. It's just that they want the mana available for them as much as possible just so that they can stay in lane. And of course, as a Moskov, you want to be able to have the mana to use that dash when it gets reset. That's one of the strongest parts of his kit and his knockback as well.
Up top, this is a rotation from Ogwin getting set up. Turtle spawning in just about 10 seconds. So we're looking at a possible 4v4. And gold lane seems to be an island. This is what you would call the GLE, Joseph.
The gold lane experience, for those that don't know.
They're just dueling.
They're just dueling it out, but they might make a move here. They're going to find the lockdown there. Daytona's welcome into the team. Drop down with the Echo as well. Trying to escape. A little bit of health. Sanji goes in, grabs the first blood, and they're looking possibly for another. And he goes in with a 1-2 punch. Sanford driving Ogwin back. But they get that first blood of the game.
Problematic for Liquid Echo, though. Carl TZ fell. Kyle TZ still survives. He had to go back to base. But an early death on your jungler is not the start you want to have. Good thing that the purple buff timers are both up so they know where each other are going to be. Change of decision by Liquid Echo. Carl TZ, instead of going for the purple buff, will rust the turtle alongside Liquid Echo.
And now for the turtle, less than half health here. Ogwin still doesn't have that level 4. Missile expert, though, going to bring Sanford forward. Gets out just fine, though, and Carl TZ will get the objective.
Liquid Echo so good on the recovery. It's these little skirmishes, these little aggressive engagements, whether or not they walk away with an actual kill, a TKO, or anything in between. Doesn't matter, allows for them to still recover and get back and put their foot on the ground and say, you know what, we need these objectives, we're going to walk away. And I think key to this is their more reliable amount of burst. Without FCAP, FCAP have to actually get in a good Daytona's welcome or else suffer the consequences.
Yeah, and considering that a lot of the players in this game are actually rocking Thrill, means that they know that poking is something that they both really just revolve their game around on. That once they get the pokes, once they get someone down low enough, then they're gonna go. Maybe that's why we're seeing the roamers right now rocking these two healers in the Florin and the Rafaela.
Again, you know, with this, both the lineups having the sustainability available to them. One thing, too, is JP went with that focusing mark, you know, this time around. So
how many percent?
6%, if you didn't know.
That adds up. That adds up.
It does add up. And playing around it now on the bottom side. They're going to go for it. Look at the damage burst right there. Ogwin goes down. Was that the 6%?
Really looks like it. You can really see how Liquid Echo and Falcons AP BREN know each other. They set themselves up in the bottom lane and they just waited. Which one of us is going to pull the trigger first? Which one of us is going to show up first? It looked like it was going to look good for Falcons AP BREN, but that early burst that Liquid Echo dishes out, Falcons needs to be careful.
Okay, Few. Going to just travel on through the wall. He's going to be fine, but this is Carl TZ, of course. Being pretty aggressive here on these early rotations. We're 10 seconds away from that turtle.
All right, looking at how the first turtle went and how that engagement was for the lack of a better term, disastrous for Falcons AP BREN. Maybe number 2, maybe the second major objective will look better for them, but it looks like they sent over the switch up already. There's the echoes. I wonder.
Come down to it. Oh, the shot from Few, able to secure the turtle. But now the fight could possibly break out unless they disengage, but he's going to be in trouble. Daytona's welcome again into the team.
Bang.
A Spear of Destruction followed up by Super Marco. And they're going to find the marks here. And now Carl Teasy is in trouble.
Bang.
It's a triple for Flap Teasy.
Out of nowhere, here comes Super Marco. There's still a fight though.
Benny? Oh, he was going for Flap, but he knows the rest of the team was there to help him out. They're still staying around the bottom side. Benny Cutie going for a few this time around. Benny Cutie will not be able to get what he was looking for.
Benny misread the rotation. He thought he could handle a 1v1, maybe a 2v1. Sure, I'm a Roger. No, there were 3 members there of Falcons AP BREN. And we're seeing here suddenly the turnaround coming in from FCAP based off of their great knowledge of when to take fights. Super Marco earlier coming in with the Spear of Destruction. The fact that Flap Teasy was able to get a good combo in as the Yuzong, knocking up and bursting down the members of Liquid Echo. They knew that was a fight they can win.
Oh, I love the feint. Again, the precursor to that collapse in the purple side pit for Falcons AP BREN. They went for an early lane switch, that should have been for any other team a green light, a go signal to say, you know what, they're not even going to go for the turtle. That's what I thought, and then suddenly they were all there.
Playing the map, again, we know that FCAP loves to play this macro style and move around the map, and that's something that every single team that's faced them has to deal with. So right now you have some members from Liquid Echo making their way up top here. Grab the in-game code while you can, ladies and gentlemen.
Few of this Novaria has been, I feel like in the past few sequences, especially with the last one that Falcons AP BREN won, the fact that the vision that he provides, again, you don't need to hit a star shatter if it gives information and loads of it. It's just good that he also hit a star shatter to secure the second turtle for Falcons AP BREN. Let's see if he can do it again.
Here we go, turtle number 3, Echo's thrown out, spots 2, early Black Dragon 4.
Dragon Form going to be used. They know where everybody's standing. Sanford jumping on Few on the backside, but they get the Petrovian. Daytona's welcome. The Kyle Teasy will be able to secure it. Few does go down, though. Still wants to fight. Kyle Teasy caught by himself. Here comes Benny Cutie as well. And now it's Flap Teasy running under the turret with Ogun, but they get collapsed on by the cavalry. And they're looking for more as it's a double as Benny Cutie strikes back.
Massacre for massacre. 4 go down. Falcons AP BREN lose so much. And they traded it out for map presence. A turret in mid. Super Marco goes. I was wondering, where's the spear? Where's the spear?
Unfortunate there that FCAP's backline. Oh, Super Marco in the mid.
Super Marco jumps in. Look at the damage he's been able to provide, though. Carl Teasy goes in, swoops in, but won't find the connection with the Appraiser's Wrath.
All right, Falcons. You have to be a little bit more careful of when you take fights. Yes, they decided to commit that turtle, that last one. But the problem was Sanford was peeling away Ogun and Few. Without the Rafaela to strengthen the Barrett-Yuzong combination of Falcons AP BREN, team fights won't exactly go the way they want to because, again, they're up against a Fredrin in those cases. The longer a team fight goes, the happier the Fredrin gets and the higher the damage of the Appraiser's Wrath.
Oh, it looks like Falcons AP BREN looking to go back on the offensive. 4-man presence up top, pressuring Sanji. Echo thrown out, spots Sanford as well.
Wow. Just trying to get that turret, not able to get it just yet. Another wave still pushing in, though. But look at the trade happening on now in the mid. Spear of Destruction, not going to find anyone to follow up on, but Flap Teasy will keep it together in the mid lane.
Yeah, and Falcons AP BREN, they know the importance of the mid lane tower. People are probably wondering, what's Yuzong doing a Black Dragon form for nothing? No, that's him clearing and pushing back the members of Liquid Echo, because if you trade out or allow Liquid Echo to break that tower in the mid, then it's going to make things a little bit more even in terms of map control. The fact that Falcons already broke the mid lane tower of Liquid Echo means they have more room to press forward, and things like this have a little bit more advantage in the Lord pit.
And now the dance has begun. 9 minutes, 45 seconds in. Lord, 3/4 of its health. Carl catches the shower shatter. Benny Cutie Throwing beads out. Lord here, less than half health.
Sanford, fully champ stance up too. We're going to take a quick look. Lord, a fourth minute health. Razor grab's going to be dropped. Carl Teasy able to get it. But now that Daytona's welcome, they want to force the fight here. He spits them back out. Sanford jumps in the back, knocks multiple members up. And now they want to cut off on the backside. But Flap's still fighting all by himself, holding it together. And Sandy has to run too. It's only Flap that falls down.
Liquid Echo hunting as one. They did not let Falcons AP BREN break their formation, and they walk away with the Lord and a kill on Flap.
Well, that was Falcons AP BREN actually taking a 50-50 with that Lord, but Carl TZ was able to win it out. Carl TZ was half a second late.
It was tough because Falcons AP BREN, if their intentions were pure, it would have made sense how they engaged, but
yes.
Liquid Echo, they just have a great wall.
Gonna go on, charge into the wall he goes. There's tons of damage being laid out. And now the Dragon form to stay in the front. Sanford has to run at Carl Teasy running away. Spear of Destruction comes in from Super Marco again. And now Benny Cutie firing back. Once Flap has to back off though, as the full force of FCAP is there.
Oh my God, fight forever, you two. It's only game number 1. Yeah, don't take it slow. Go swinging right out of the gate. And you saw there actually Carl Teasy made a decision to allow himself to absorb the stun from the Detonus welcome when Carl Teasy spat out Sanford. Look at Few though, 2,593 assists. He currently tops MPL Philippines all 13 seasons. That's the golden goat.
And they beat that record by 1. Just by 1, and this match isn't even over yet. Few with this Novaria, setting up vision, setting up fights, and allowing Falcons AP BREN, despite the disastrous results of that first Lord take, have map control, a relative ease of recovery for the Falcons AP BREN camp here, whose win rate is, I don't know if you guys agree with me here, slightly above Liquid Echo now. That's what the AI, that's what the algorithm says.
Yeah, based on that.
Yeah, and I agree with it because right now it's not too massive a lead in terms of the resources. Benny Cutie already has a Malefic Roar. You saw how much he would hurt Flap Teasy with the basic attacks on human form. So Liquid Echo will have the damage. But the problem is, again, Falcons AP BREN, they drafted a lineup. If you look at the Rafaela, Yuzhong, Barretts, that's a very solid core that allows a Novaria and a Moskov to split up and open the map. Here comes Falcons.
Okay, Sanchi's going to go ahead and grab that ultimate he's looking for, the Echo. But really, it looked like they wanted to make a play down there, knowing that they have a very minor lead working around with this. But Lord's going to go ahead and get that enhance and spawn now into the Land of Dawn.
Falcons are rotating. Gonna check in on the Lord. Huge advantage for them. They're there maybe 5-10 seconds earlier than Liquid Echo. They can go ahead and start up the dance. Lord here, 3/4 of its health, approaching half now. Carl Teasy spotted by the missile expert. Lord here, 1/5 of its health.
They are just going for it under the half mark, the 4th mark. Carl Teasy going to jump in. Kyle Teasy to meet him. Dragon form going to be used as well. Spirit Destruction comes down, and he able to grab it. Super Marco in trouble as he gets punished from Benny Cutie. And FCAP runs from the punches and the gloves from Sanford as he finds the 1-2, and they grab Ogwin as well. It's only Kyle Teasy left to his own.
Disastrous. I could have sworn I was back in Jakarta. Sanford going into the back line, much as you would as a Yuzhong, but he's playing a pack. They're going straight for the base.
They're going to run it down the mid. Kyle Teasy can only watch as Echo drives in. Liquid Echo finishes it in a 14-minute game number 1.
Carl Teasy, 2 key retribution wins at key moments meant that Liquid Echo got the